Hey guys, it's CocoaTarot, and today we have a pick-a-card on the topic of who's Delulu over you. Today we'll be looking into who has been looking at you with rose-colored glasses or projecting their own fantasies onto you. My readings are closed for now, but thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel. But we have 3 piles to choose from based on the images in the thumbnail. So this will be pile 1, this will be pile 2, and this will be pile 3. And I will see you guys in your piles. Hey, pile 1, we're going to get right into your reading and see who's Delulu over you. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to get your cards out, get into the message, and then we will clarify it with the tarot. But you got number 16, freedom, autonomy, mobility. To be yourself, live free as a bird. Success, growth, departure, and the 9th house. Spiritual values, long-range thinking or travel, what is to be shared. Whoever this person is, they are most likely at a distance. You could be connected to them through travel, school, and whoever this person is, they idolize you or idealize you, almost as if they see you as someone larger than life. You could come across as super wise to this person, but whoever it is, they definitely project fantasy onto you. This person could see you as someone constantly leveling up or growing. They could even think that they are a part of your growth. So that could be a Delulu aspect to them. Like they believe they have a role in your path, but really it's probably just you evolving on your own, or your growth is your own work. And this person could think, well, they grew because of me. They grew after we had a connection, or after I broke their heart, or they make their role bigger than it actually is in your life. You come across as untouchable to this person too, free-spirited, almost like you can't be pinned down. And for a lot of you who picked this pile, you could be single because your energy tells me that you belong to yourself. And this person could have this delusion that they could be the one to ground you or contain you. That if they were to come forward, you would just let them cage you or let them take control of you. They feel as if they could be the one to make you give up your freedom. They also think you're super successful. Geez, kitty. And they do imagine riding a wave with you and kind of, I'm seeing a parade and I'm standing next to you and you're waving at the crowd and they're waving next to you. They fantasize about being your +1 and being a part of your victories. It's funny because I think this person believes that if they came to you, you would come running and drop everything to be with them. But it's actually flipped. They would come running if you told them you were interested. They also see you as someone destined for some kind of abundance, and they could delusionally believe that they're meant to share the spotlight with you. For some of you, this could be parasocial, but regardless, whoever this is, they feel the distance between you guys. You might have pulled away, or maybe you and this person were never really that close to begin with. So this could be someone from your past or someone who is a secret admirer from afar. We're going to get into the tarot and clarify this some more, but whoever this is, they project their feelings onto you. So how they feel about you, they genuinely believe that's how you feel about them. This person could also take credit for some kind of success. Tell me more about pile number 1. Who is Delulu over them? Oh my goodness. You got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. I won't lie to you guys. The Queen of Cups in reverse is kind of ill. It's an ill energy. Someone who is pretty manipulative. You got the Moon. Yeah, this person could have Cancer in their chart. This could be a distorted feminine or a masculine who has a distorted image of feminine energy. There's something off in the feminine aspect here. And this is what I mean about the projection. This person, there's something not right. Maybe this person is going through money issues, which is why they see you as a come up. But they're projecting all of that onto you. And almost feeling as if you need them. That without them, you wouldn't be successful. Interesting. You also got the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, that you owe them something. Tell me more about pile number 1. Who's Delulu over them? This is someone who wants credit for your success. Like this is as if you writing a book and then your elementary school bully comes out of nowhere and is like, well, if I never bullied them, they wouldn't have written that book and they wouldn't have become, I don't know, it's very strange. Also got the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. With the Death card at the bottom of the deck, you've changed a lot, okay? And someone is in their ego about those changes that you've made. And they feel as if you owe them something. Whether it's your time, energy, money. This is the type of person that if you come up, they're going to hit you up out of nowhere and feel justified in asking you for something or riding your coattails. This person has this fantasy of you guys traveling the world together and growing a business. We got growth here twice with the 7 of Pentacles. They have a delusional idea that you are going to get them rich one day. And they could be waiting for your ships to come in order to cash in on something. So be mindful of someone who just comes out of the woodworks and is like, remember me, or trying to make your relationship deeper than it actually is or was. Whoever this is, this could be someone who likes to lead you on or could be flaky. The departure is making me think of Alice in Wonderland when she's chasing that rabbit and she never really gets answers from that. She just ends up chasing it in circles. So this is someone who could kind of chase their own tail, or they're always in the same cycle, even if they're dealing with different people. This could be someone who has a hard time keeping friends and they're always switching up friend groups. And it's because eventually those friends realize that this is someone who is a clout chaser. And then those friends leave and depart. So this is someone who is at a distance, not just from you, but from other people. And they have made that distance. With the hands up here, it's like, yeah, back up. This could also be a feminine energy who believes that they don't have to work hard. They just have to sit around and someone will come and save them. I.e. you. Very interesting, pile number 1. Clout chaser energy. And they really do think about, you know, hanging out with you, taking pictures with you, you guys being on TV, doing an interview. This person with the Queen of Cups and the Moon is emotionally unstable. Or they could be super clingy. This is the type of person that even when you're done hanging out with them, they're instantly texting you. There's no space. If you dated this person, they could have suffocated you, where they were constantly wanting your time, your energy. And if you just wanted to do something for yourself or hang out with your friends, they would make it a big deal or cry. This person could have crashed out just because you had to go to work. You're like, I need to go to work. And they're like, how could you leave me? And it's like, I have to clock in. This person is completely delusional in their emotions, which is why they're delusional about you. I'm hearing that song by NERD with Pharrell. I think it's called Maybe. And I'm hearing maybe there was something wrong and you weren't telling me. So this person, they could just make up stuff to have arguments. Like you could be thinking about anything, just thinking about random stuff. And they think you're thinking about leaving or you're thinking negatively of them. They're very insecure emotionally. Kitty. For a lot of you, this is the classic obsession disguised as love. Just because I think about you all the time, it means we're in love. And even if you don't know this person and this is someone who is just wanting to date you, they never actually put in real effort with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They're always stalling or trying to put all the effort on you. That's the delusion. They're like, if it's going to happen, the universe will make it happen. And yeah, but you still got to leave the house and get dressed and make an effort. You know, the universe isn't going to make your legs walk, make your mouth talk. You got to do the work. And this person, they expect things to just show up at their front door. This is the type of person who is praying for God for a man, but they never leave the house. They never talk to anyone, but they're like, God's going to send him to me. As if the Amazon man is just going to knock on the door and be like, I've loved you, every package that I've sent. Okay, so whoever this is, they're super delusional about manifestation, about how things actually come in. They don't realize that things require work and effort and that you have to do something in the physical for things to grow in the spiritual and physical. This is someone who is lazy. They have entitlement or a lack of follow through. They believe that if they just think about you hard enough, they can get a piece of the pie or a piece of your future. And this is the type of person that could be dangerous to be around because they don't see you clearly with the moon here. They just see what they want to see. For example, this could be the type of person who has felt like you've given them something. And all you could have gave them was a kind gesture. Maybe they asked for a piece of gum and you gave it to them, but they exaggerate these gestures. Or if this is someone parasocial, you just like the comment online and they make it bigger than it is. They're like, oh, pile number one gave me something when they did that. They showed me that they really do care about me. Do you see the eyes on this Mona Lisa? This is like Mona Lisa's evil twin, okay? It's wild. And that's that clinginess. Whatever you did for this person, whatever small interaction, they clung to it. Even if you dated this person, you could have dated, I know for some of you this is going to sound like a long time, but just for a year or two. But it's been 10 years since that. You know what I mean? And they're still hanging on to this feeling. I'm hearing that song that says, I'm hooked on a feeling that you're in love with me. This person, they delusionally think that you're in love with them. And everything that they are, they project onto you. So they could think like, oh, pile number one, I did that one thing for them and they're so obsessed with me. They could go around and tell people, if you do art, they could tell people like, you see that art over there? Yeah, pile number one did that about me. Yeah, you see, when we were in second grade, we shared animal crackers and they were moved. Their life was never the same. Like this person is literally delusional. They could even tell people that you had a deeper relationship than you actually have. For some of you, if this is someone you've never even been romantic with, they could tell people that you guys hooked up, all to get a role in your story. And with the Knight of Swords here, this person does think about coming in quickly, acting fast without thinking of the consequences. So, for example, this could be someone who is in a relationship, but they're in limerence over you. And then they come in fast with some kind of communication. And then the person they're with is coming in to communicate with you. And suddenly you're in this drama with people that you don't even know about, or you never even met, or, you know, it's that kind of thing where they could even be a detriment to their own life by these delusions, if that makes sense. Like ruining relationships with other people because they believe that your connection is deeper than it actually is. With the Ace of Wands as well, this person has a strong sexual attraction to you, but it is filled with fantasy and delusion. You're not even a person in these fantasies. You're just playing a part that excites them. When they think about being intimate with you, they're not thinking about it as giving you pleasure or spending time with you or learning you. They're thinking about it as, how can I control you or put you in a certain position so that I can get off to you? You're not a person to whoever this is. You're not human. This is why they idolize you. They like the idea of you because you can be whatever they want in their head. They can bend you however they want in your head or in their head. But yeah, pile number one, this is who is Delulu over you. An absolute freakazoid. But that is your reading, pile number one, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile two, we're going to get right into your reading and see who's Delulu over you. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Pile number two, I'm going to get your cards out, get into the message, and then we will get into the tarot. I had a snack before your reading, okay? A PB&J and a coffee. And I'm feeling really grounded and at peace right now. So yeah, I don't know if that has anything to do with your reading, but there is your TMI for the day, okay? But you got number 26, correspondence, message, letter, hurry up, mail, love cannot wait. This could be someone that you're in contact with or someone trying to send you a message, whether that's in the 3D or through dreams, intentions, thoughts. You also got mystery, ghost. Okay, I'm not even kidding, guys. When this card came out, I instantly thought of that movie, You Got Mail. And I have no idea what that has to do with your reading, but there's something here where the person who is Delulu over you, they could feel like they receive messages and signs from you, although you're not there. You could feel like a ghost to this person, like you're in the room, but you're not. This could be someone who, when they're going through something or they are in a moment of thought, that inner voice in their head, it's actually resembling your voice, as if you are their inner voice. You know how you can change the settings on your Siri or Cortana or whatever it is so it could sound with a British accent or be a man? There's something here where this person has switched the settings in their spirit so that their inner voice sounds like you. And this sounds crazy, but we're gonna go there. This person, they treat your energy as if you're already gone. Not literally, but that's how it feels emotionally to them. I'm hearing that song by My Chemical Romance, Helena, and they're all doing this dramatic dance in the funeral. But you're still here. Pile number two, you're on this reading, you're still here. This person is mourning you. And that grief has them in a bit of a delusion when it comes to you. This delusion that you're gone. You're not gone, you're still here. So this person could romanticize the pain in you guys' connection. Whether this is romantic, platonic, the hurt that has been in you guys' connection is something that makes them feel a deeper yearn for you. I'm seeing those old poets, or like Edgar Allan Poe, or I heard Yeats, where they would romanticize this feminine energy. You don't have to be feminine, or romanticizing this person. But back then, you know, when you lost the love, you really lost them. They were either on a voyage somewhere else, got sent somewhere else because their family's in debt, or they actually passed from some crazy medieval sickness, you know? But this is modern times. And what's delusional about this is the fact that this person is romanticizing you, pining after you, could be writing poetry or songs about you, but they could just text you. They could just message you, you know what I mean? That you're not long lost, gone on the Titanic, pile number 2. You're in their contact list. So this is what is delusional, because I feel like the divine is kind of like, come on, get with the program. This isn't the 1800s, okay? I'm even hearing the poem by Edgar Allan Poe, Annabel Lee. I'll leave it in the description box, but it's about someone who's actually gone, but you're not gone. You also got birth and Pisces. Yeah. See, it's funny that the Pisces came out. Pisces was my inspiration for this reading, with the Pisces moon, you know, stuff going on. I'm not an astrologist, but with that Pisces energy, I felt this okay from my spirit team to go into something more delirious and in the shadow. And this person, it says here, spiritually to ultimately experience. This person feels like their ultimate experience of you is to pretend that you are gone, that you are a ghost, or having to solve this mystery of your love, some Sherlock Holmes escapade. Whoever this is, they're a huge romantic. They could even feel like they are meant to have a child with you. Or if you do have a child with this person, they could use that as a tether to say, oh yeah, pile number 2's gone, but you know, we still have this child and there's still that string. And they really just make this big lofty idea in their head. Let's clarify this with the tarot. This is so crazy, pile number 2. Clarify this for pile number 2. Who is Delulu over them? Clarify this for pile number 2. The 8 of Cups. You could have walked away from this person, or you created a boundary, and this is why they kind of have to make this lofty idea that you guys were torn apart. You know, maybe you guys just broke up, or you broke up with this person, and in their head, they're like, oh, you know, society wouldn't let us be together. That third party, you know, it was because of my mom. Like, they make all these excuses instead of being like, well, or maybe pile number 2 just walked away, because there's something here where this person is pretty complacent, or they just let things be what they are. This could be someone who believes in fate. And because they believe in fate, they pretend like they don't have free will. This is definitely someone from your past, someone that you have a romantic relationship with, or you had some kind of birth. It doesn't have to be a child. You could have had a pet with this person, an apartment with this person, a car with this person. The 2 of Swords. Clarify this. Who's Delulu over them? The 7 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here where there was time and effort put into this connection. But in some way, this person ended up being deceitful. But even in the deceit, they're like, oh, it's, you know, you can't change a bad girl. You can't change a bad guy. That's just who I am. That's how this person is. They just make up a ton of excuses as to why things don't work out. And then they pine after you as a way to be like, yeah, that was real love. But if it was real love, why didn't they step up to the plate? Or why did they confuse you? Or with the 7 of Swords here, they could have been really strategic. There's something here with this person. They haven't confronted the fact that things ended because of them. This person isn't able to confront the fact that they pushed you away. So they spin it and they say, well, I lost this person. Life pulled us apart. You know, maybe God didn't want us together right now. Wrong place, wrong time. Instead of being like, well, I was actually pretty crappy, or I actually did something that I shouldn't have done. And they walked away. Okay, so if you and this person dated, they could have told their family members that you broke up for a different reason than what actually happened. Give me 2 more for pile number 2. The Ace of Wands. 1 more. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. And what's crazy too is, wow, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This person, they are seriously in love with you. And it's so delusional too, because they fumbled you in some kind of way, or maybe things just didn't work out. It could have been hard to ground this person out. Their lofty ideas is what I'm hearing. They could have been shady with money, and this is why your relationship ended. And they know that. But then when they go to other people, so for example, if this is a romance, they compare those other people to you, especially intimately, which once again creates some kind of cycle of being deceptive or hiding their hand. This person is delusional about themselves and the role that they play in people leaving their life. It's always about the good times and remember when, but they never can talk about what actually happened and why things blew up. They don't want to confront that. They don't want to confront their shady behavior. They just want to pretend it was all because of fate. This is definitely someone who hasn't moved on from you. They could have even been the one that made distance or walked away. But in their head, they still circle back. They could even think about things that they could have done differently to make a different outcome. And the truth of the situation, it stresses them out. So if you ever wondered, do they really know what happened or why things ended, how they hurt you? They do. And it's something that's really hard for them to confront. Whoever this is, they wanted a new start with you, and they might have had an opportunity, but they hide their feelings. They stalk in the background. They're like this little ghost, you know? You could feel this in your energy sometimes with this Pisces, them pinging on your energy, and they really don't show how deep the obsession goes with you. This person really is waiting for something to shift between you guys. They could even hope that you'll come back. It's almost like this obsession with you, it's a burden because either they walked away or you walked away and they didn't make amends. And they have this delusional idea that if they went back to the past in a time machine and changed one thing, that you would still be in their life. And for some of them, it might be easier to just think that you are no longer alive, because that's the only way for them to not contact you. It sounds pretty dark, but this person almost has to lie to themselves to feel better about things, because if not, it will haunt them. They could have ghosted you because of a pregnancy or a baby. That will not be for all of you, but for some of you, this person went ghost because they got someone else pregnant. And this could be that mistake that they are trying to ignore. The fact that they weren't honest about the situation they were in. For those of you that resonate with that storyline, this person could have thought they got someone pregnant, ended up being a scare, but then all their dirt was already out, so they couldn't have just gone back. And this could be why they're also upset, because they're like, they weren't even pregnant in the first place, and I did something deceitful to pile number 2. I'm hearing, how do I come back from this? This could be why this person is waiting for you to contact them, because then it feels like, oh, I can breathe, or I can engage. Regardless of your situation here, this person fantasizes about what life would be like with you if you guys had gone all the way, been together, or been married, or had kids. They think about all the trials and errors that you guys could have faced together, and they view it with really rose-colored glasses. This is bigger than the one that got away. The one that got away is more fleeting than I had something amazing and I ruined it. And even now, I don't know, the woman's eyes, they look like they have tears in their eyes. All of a sudden, this woman. This could also be someone who feels as if they were deceived out of your connection. You guys could have been really tight, and then they got some kind of random offer to not necessarily betray you, but to turn their back on you. And in retrospect, they wish they would have just stayed with you, or not chosen another friend group or another event, or blowing you off to go do some other thing. Because for some of you, this is platonic and someone just ghosted you for something big. Like maybe you made plans and this was months in advance, and then last minute they just ghosted. And whatever they ghosted you for ended up being not worth it and ended up being a burden. And they feel like, dang, I deceived myself and now I can't even come back to pile number 2 because they don't trust me. This is someone really flaky. It's almost as if they always go for what looks shiny and like a new big opportunity, not realizing that what they have is already priceless. This person, they have exactly what they want, but they're always looking out of the window for something better or for something just different. It doesn't even have to be better. This could even be someone who delusionally thought that you were an energy they could find in anyone else. And as time has gone on, they realize pile number 2 is really rare. There is no one like them. Their humor, their wit, their sensuality. They spent so much time trying to replace you with knockoffs only to find out that it's nothing like the real thing. I'm hearing quality over quantity. This person would have to date 20 different people just to get 10% of your energy. And now they know that, when they could have just had the whole thing by being honest with you. Because something about this tells me that all you asked from this person was some kind of honesty, or especially if it has to do with money. But overall, this person is delusional over you because it's easier to obsess over something outside of yourself than for them to confront their own shady ways. This person is always trying to manipulate situations. And in their head, they're like, I'm doing it so we can be happy, or there's some kind of intention that this person thinks is positive, but it ends up just making them look like a psychopath or that they don't care. But that is your reading, pile number 2. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. We're going to get right into your reading and see who's Delulu over you. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to get your cards out, get into the message, and then clarify it with the tarot. So let's see what you got. Number 23, separation, no, and endings. No means no. This could be someone you've rejected. Anger. Oh no. Strength. It also was in reverse. I don't see the cards when I pull them out, so it was in there in reverse. This is definitely someone that you've rejected or said no to. And they're delusional about why you said no, or they didn't really take that no as a no. They took it as a not right now or a challenge. You also got Mars. Yeah. This is crazy, guys. I'm getting an incel energy. I'm not going to lie to you. Could be a femcel as well. But you also got the woman's wish. So like I said, it doesn't have to be a masculine, but this is someone that you have set a boundary with, or you told them no. And they still have this delusional idea that they have a chance. Or that you'll change your mind. Whoever this is, they're Delulu over you because they're angry at you for no reason. You didn't do anything to make them upset with you. They are upset with you because you didn't do what they wanted. If this is a masculine, they could be upset that they bought you dinner, but you didn't sleep with them. Or if this is a feminine, they could be upset that they slept with you and you didn't offer them a relationship. It's that sort of thing where they think if they do one thing, then they are entitled to you doing the other thing. Which is why they delusionally think that you're going to come back one day and fulfill this wish. This could also be someone who is constantly messaging you or DMing you. Even if you don't respond, they still message you. This is someone who is delusional about their own charm. They think that they are so cool and so, this is the type of person that's like, why wouldn't anyone want to date me? I have money, I have a car, I have a nice house, I have an apartment, but they don't realize that their personality sucks. Either they have an anger issue or they're not very nice. This is the type of person who would be mean to the waiter because of something the waiter can't control. You know what I mean? This person doesn't realize that fundamentally they have a problem. And this is why people don't want to be associated with them, especially romantically. Just because you look good on paper doesn't mean that in real life, when you're around people, they want to be around your energy. And this person, they haven't come to terms with that. They think that if they can check all the boxes, they are entitled to other people's energy. And when my cat was laying here, he was in a really playful mood, and I do play with my cat, and so he got me, guys. He got me, okay? But this is significant, okay? Because I feel like this person, they will attack when they don't get what they want. I'm hearing when I don't get what I feel I deserve. This person feels like they deserve you because they either were nice to you or bought you something, or their kindness has requirements. This isn't the type of person who is just kind because they should be and it's the right thing to do. They're kind because they want something back. They do good things, even spiritually. If this person is spiritual, they only do good things so that their karma is good, not to genuinely spread joy or love. This is the type of person who would punch a hole in the wall and then be like, well, you shouldn't have made me angry. That's why the hole is in the wall. Not because they punched it, but because you made them angry. This person has a lot of frustration stemming from schmexual tension. It's like they want to chase you and they're going to keep chasing you, but they also feel rejected by you. And all of this combination of things fuels the obsession and the delusion. This is the type of person who will act all nice, but you know they just want something from you, to the point where you could be like, okay, what do you want? What is the spiel? Because there's always something you have to give to this person. For a lot of you, you've never even been with this person or are friends with this energy. Maybe you've just crossed paths. This could be someone who pretends to be interested in the same things as you, even though you know it's just to get in your pants. They don't know how to connect to other people. They think that connecting to other people is just giving them things or being transactional. They don't realize that being with someone or being around someone is more than just requirements and lists and this. And it's like only feeding an animal and not giving it love and being like, well, shouldn't this animal love me? Shouldn't this dog be in love with me? But all you do is feed it. You don't pet it and take it out. And, you know, there's nothing here that's tender about this person. If this is a feminine energy, she could just always be negative. There's nothing ever happy coming out of her mouth. She's always pissed. And this is someone, femcell, incel energy. They are constantly the victim, not realizing that they're actually the jerk. It's like, no wonder no one wants to date you. Have you seen you? Have you talked to yourself? This person needs a wake-up call, and you're not going to be the one to give it to them. Because, I don't know, there's something about this person where, look, the devil in the world, you can't trust them. This could be someone who doesn't have inner thoughts or an inner voice, which is a real thing. Some people, they don't have an inner voice. It's a proven thing. So they don't really think about things deeply. Everything is very surface level and 3D to this person. They don't see a situation and think about the layers to it. Clarify this for pile number 3. Who's Delulu over them? Thank you so much. With the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups. Clarify this. This is so funny because does this not look good on paper? Oh, a new beginning. The Knight of Pentacles coming in slow. Oh, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, and there's romance and there's truth and I work really hard, but your personality sucks. That is what is delusional about this person. They don't realize that your energy has to be right for people to like you. You know what I mean? We also got the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, and this person sits here and they're wondering, what's the missing piece? What is it? And it could be their third eye. It could be the fact that they're not perceptive of their own BS or how exhausting they can be or how negative their energy is. This is the kind of person that people don't invite places because their energy just sucks everything out of the room. And they're delusional because they think they have everything it takes to make you happy, pile number 3. This is someone who believes they have nothing to work on within themselves, so they never do any kind of personal development. And this is a big red flag because they cannot accept rejection. And if they can't accept rejection, they can't accept critique. This person thinks they're so amazing that it's inevitable that you guys will end up together because you're just going to wake up one day and realize what a catch they are. They could even replay scenarios and convince themselves that this is a fated connection. I'm hearing that song by Outkast that says, I know you like to think your ish don't stank, that this person needs a wake-up call. They need to realize being likable is more than just what you have. It's who you are. If this is a masculine, they could project that womanly, traditional role on you. Or if this is a feminine, it can be the same thing where they're like, you're going to provide for me. You're going to, just delusional about it. They aren't trying to gain a partnership. They're just trying to tick a box. It makes me think of people who have a lot of financial issues because they think, oh, when you have money, you just spend it. Not realizing the flow of money is more than just receive and spend. And unfortunately, this isn't someone that you can change their mind. When you're dealing with a person who can't even see reality or themselves clearly, there's no point in trying to express deeper sentiments to them because it's just going through one ear and out the other. It's just wasted energy. This person is too into the flesh. It's almost as if their brain can't conceptualize how energy really works, even if they pretend to be spiritual. Romance in this person's head is very, I love Lucy, honey, I'm home, and you're with the 12 kids, and you know what I mean, baking the bread, but not traditional in a beautiful way, traditional in a very, you're playing a role in my life and I'm playing the role, and that means we're happy. You could explain to this person how you feel 30 different ways, and they're still going to be like, but I bought you dinner. But I slept with you, so aren't we going to get married now? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you even talking about? Did you hear what I said? I'm even getting frustrated with this person. No wonder my cat was beating me up, because I feel like that's what this person wants to do just because you're not fulfilling the fantasy. Ugh, this person is so annoying, pile number 3. Let's get through this. Whoever this is, they could be hot-headed, competitive. They have strong schmexual energy, but they don't know how to express it. If you were to get in that kind of dynamic with this person, they're not very smooth. You guys sit on the couch, they turn on the movie, and 2 seconds in, they're staring at you to like jump on you like an animal. There's no slow burn or a slow reveal to this. It's just boom, bam, boom. They're super pushy and passive aggressive. This could be why they're drawn to you, because you're so composed, and they're not. They could even tell people like, yeah, watch me bag pile number 3. And you're like, not in a million years would I ever. And even if you're a masculine, this could just be a feminine that's just completely misguided when it comes to romantic relationships. This could be the type of feminine energy that thinks it's okay for them to hit men, but men can't hit them. Or it's okay to call men, you know, the B word and say all these things, but if you call them the C word, it's like the end of the universe. It's that kind of thing. I'm allowed to punch on you because I'm giving you something. Now I'm hearing that song by Cage the Elephant where he says, I'm not your punching bag. And you realize with this person that you're not even attracted to them because of this. It's just really off-putting, especially if you're someone who believes in self-improvement and self-development in a healthy way, just naturally growing and becoming a better person or making better choices. You can't connect with an energy who works on a completely different integrity system. This person is delusional in thinking that you'd ever see them as a catch. Especially with this 8 of Pentacles here, this person has been down the block. They've been pretty ran through. Masculine or feminine, they've been with everybody. And they believe that now, because they're ready to settle down now, you're supposed to just be ready. Like, oh, pile number 3, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do the whole thing now. And you're like, no way. It's funny because this reading is going to be really easy to put in your situation, regardless of gender, because overall, this person sucks. And you're not a match for them. Their true match is someone just like them, who just lives with an empty head. It's one thing to be dangerous, but to be an idiot on top of it really isn't worth anyone's time. But that is your reading, pile number 3, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.